Alrighty, I just want to give a quick thank you on behalf of Katelyn and I. You guys mean the world to us. It's amazing to have both of our families here. This is the only opportunity we'll ever experience this, so it's amazing. So thank you, everybody that's traveled from everywhere. I know there's been a lot of people that took a lot of flights, so really appreciate it. Want to thank my parents, especially for hosting this. Yeah, it's been amazing. I want to thank you for not listening to me. I tried to save them some money and told them to not rent a tent, so they did, and I'm glad they did. So, I appreciate it. If you guys walked around, I'm sure you guys understand I'm an only child, so thanks for looking at all the photos of myself plastered all over these walls, so thank you. I just can't thank you guys enough. It's been amazing, so appreciate it. Cheers. And if there's any cigar smokers, we have a cigar bar over here. They were my grandpa's, and so he would love you guys to enjoy a nice afternoon. So help yourself. So thank you guys, appreciate it.
Ditto. Okay, we're going to have a delicious dessert that is from Katelyn's family's recipe. Sorry, we're going to have a dessert. Wait. Sorry, can you hear me now? Okay, we're going to have a dessert that is being provided by Katelyn's mother and her aunts and grandma. And what we thought we would do is if anyone wants to come up here and share just their thoughts for Katelyn. Sorry, I'm crying. Sorry. If you could want to come up here and share any lovely stories, I could share some about all of clearly Brandon's childhood friends, but I'm going to speak tomorrow. The only thing I can say is Brandon said, Mom, I need to see what you're going to say in writing first. And I said, it's all in my head. But I am writing it down because I know I'm going to cry. So it's just if I have something tangible to look at, I'm not going to cry. But anyway, Jim and I just want to say thank you, everybody, for being here. And I love you, Jim. And we love you, Brandon. So if I can get through this tomorrow. I did hurt my hand, and the doctor said, hey, Lynn, in the ER, I can write a script for narcotics. And I said, hey, I'd rather have wine. So I'm not on narcotics, I'm just having a little wine going on. So anyway, if anyone wants to come up and share stories, it's being recorded, and it would make our hearts full. So I'm just gonna leave this here. So come on up as the dessert is being served.
Well, this is Jimmy Wade. Close to my mouth. Okay. You want to come over and kiss me? Okay. No, we appreciate a lot of people helping us out. We've had people come out of town. We've had a lot of cooks here. People think they're cooks, and but it's been a lot of fun. We've been working probably 2 months regarding putting this thing together, and it's been great. A little stressful at times. Sometimes the goddamn rain comes down, but what's encouraging is the rainbows, and they show up here once in a while, and
you got it, Jen.
well, we hope everybody had a good time.
Okay, I'm gonna say one more thing. One more thing. When Brandon proposed to Katelyn, Jim and I are criers. And Brandon had a prepared speech in his head when he proposed to Katelyn. And when he saw her, he started crying, did not use any of his prepared speech, and just said, I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. So, woo! But anyway, please come share your stories if you have any. Wonderful dessert, it will be served.
Okay, well, I know Brian has something to say. Where's Brian at? Okay, Brian.
Right here, sir. Yes.
He looks a little wet right now, but
So, Jim, I just want to thank you for what you did. And tomorrow, you guys need to know this, and I mean this with all my heart. I'm not a crier, but it's going to look like I'm crying tomorrow, and I'm just saying this, you're going to laugh. I pinched my testicle. As a pastor, you get way more money and sympathy from people when you do that. So tomorrow, I'm not crying. I'll do this if I at all cry. So I'm going to call up, start calling up some of his friends. So we need best man. Get your little ass up here, Charlie. So I was supposed to be the best man. And again, it's super awkward. I thought he was going to ask me. I got all teary-eyed and he said, hey, can you officiate this thing? And I was like, oh yeah, of course. So I'm really excited that you're here. And look at, dude, he does not want to speak. So just make it short, say something sweet, fake a cry if you have to, and we'll all walk away. Here you go, it's up to you.
Yeah, appreciate that. I was a little caught off guard there. I cried a little bit before seeing Lynn and Jim talk about Brandon because I knew Brandon in second grade when he moved here, and I have a lot more tomorrow, I think, so I don't really want to blow it here, but what a beautiful evening. It's definitely a Wade. This is a Wade event right here. I mean, this is what Lynn and Jim love to do, and they executed, I thought, very well. So, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
There was a lot of clapping for not much said, but we know tomorrow he's got a lot to say. I was not thinking about that. Okay, so someone else from B. Wade's group needs to step forward. If there's, and again, maybe this is the Lord speaking. If there's someone here with a broken pinky that couldn't golf yesterday, yes, Lord, I hear what you're saying. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's a miracle. There are miracles still. Double rainbow, and this is happening right now.
So I'm the broken pinky guy. Funny story, Davis and I were at my dyslexia is kicking in right now. Brandon and I were at Davis's wedding, and we were standing at the very end of the line, and we were looking at all of our buddies crying, and we're like, what, do we not have a heart? So you won't see me up there crying tomorrow. I'm sorry, Brandon, but I wish you guys a great wedding tomorrow.
What's one of your favorite stories with Brandon? What's one of your favorite?
That was my favorite story.
Okay, you people suck at stories. The story is like, a little anecdote. Like, oh, I remember a time. Anyways. Okay, so let's have, Ben and Tim, because they're brothers and they want to be together. Dude, I will call you. Yeah, look they fear me because they know. Yeah. Yep, brothers to Brandon too. We sense that. It's up to you. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Ben. This is my brother Tim. We live over there by where the rainbow ended. Second time in history. We're pretty lucky. Ends at our house. Yeah, exactly. Story. I learned a lot from B. Wade. I view you as an older brother, a second older brother. I find I'm pretty fortunate in that regard. Learned a lot from you. One thing I learned from you was 15 years ago what the middle finger was, which was, so we were right there. I was maybe 10 years old. Brandon was 13. Tim was 12. We were playing tag in the winter, and for everyone who's been here in the winter, there's a magnificent icicle that always forms on this side of the building. And I didn't want to get tagged. My brother had cornered me, and I'm pretty competitive. I don't like to lose. So I ripped the icicle off, which was 8 feet tall, and broke it over my brother's head. I admit this now, that I might have been breaking it on purpose. I think at the time I was merely just holding it over him, trying not to lose, and it snapped and broke. And as it broke, Brandon ran around the corner, and he always loved the icicle. He wanted to break it off. It was a part of the house. And he saw me break it over my brother's head, and he looked at me and just went, and just booked around the corner. This was one of the many phone calls that Lynn made Brandon make back to my house to apologize. Hey, Mr. Katelyn, this is Brandon. I'm sorry. No, you've taught me a lot more than just the middle finger, Wade. We've had a lot of fun together. True, we were in Ecuador. Chuck was there too. World Travelers. Another fortunate event we could take together. But I couldn't be more excited for you two. Katelyn, I'm excited to get to know your family more. For what I've seen this weekend, you guys are a fantastic bunch and fit right in. So we're making our already funky, quirky, fun family a little bit bigger, which I couldn't be more proud to be a part of. So cheers to you guys. Love you. Looking forward to the future.
Jesus Christ. I have to follow up there. All right. What should I talk about? Brandon, B. Wade. Let's start with Jim Wade. Jim Wade, you're a specimen. You clearly very, very good at shot put. Excellent. Your former self. And Brandon, you, sir, are a specimen as well. But what most people don't know is Brandon's had a little bit of a comeback story. It's kind of a Cinderella story, actually. In fact, the wedding gift is modeled after this. So Brandon and I, when we were about 12 years old, 12-ish? Check me on that. We go to Florida. Really hot. If anybody's spent time in Florida, clearly it's really hot in the summer. And my uncle, who was hosting us, we were helping out, kind of paying our rent kind of thing. As it turns out, back in the day, that wasn't child labor or anything like that. We were just helping out around the lawn. So we go outside. It's like 95 degrees, maybe 100 degrees. We're trimming the hedge, doing all that. Mr. B. Wade lasts about 45 seconds and then goes back inside and gets nauseous and has to lay down for the next 3 hours. So We see him now as this tough guy. He's a man. He's just doing so well. He's buying houses. He's killing it. Katelyn, as you know, you're very, very lucky, but Brandon, you're also very lucky as well. So, I guess to cap that all off is cheers to a comeback, man. Cheers to growing up.
I'm just going to say, again, the Katelyn sisters took Brandon to Michigan, to Florida a couple times. He is truly one of their brothers. And what I loved yesterday was Ben was in the airport, and my niece Jenny, where's Jenny? Right there, Jenny. So Ben's at baggage claim, and Jenny, my niece who just landed, hears someone say, "What are you doing here?" And he said, "Oh, I'm here for a wedding." And they said, "Who's getting married?" And he said, "Oh, Brandon Wade." And he said, "Who's he marrying?" And she said, Ben said, "Oh, Katelyn." And Jenny walks by and says, "Oh, she's awful." Well, Ben never heard that. Jenny said, "Oh, I'm his cousin." So Ben was wondering, so then I told Brandon, Jenny saw someone, and the person, when Jenny said that, he looked really offended that you would say that about Katelyn. Anyway, that's just another story. Yes. Anyway, someone else come on up. Here, Brian.
I just gotten several texts about J Ham. Jessica, where? No, I'm just going from what's coming to me. That's all I can do.
That's good. Okay, and I'll just, while you're coming up, Jessica, one more story. My
Whoa.
favorite thing is Ben was in kindergarten. Tim was in second grade when they moved here, and they lived just down that hill. And they would call and say, Tim would say, "I want to schedule a play date." And John, their dad, would say, "Play date? You get on your bike and you go knock on the front door." So that's what they were used to, is like, "I want to schedule a play date if you can play, Brandon." So anyway, come on up, Jessica.
I'm just going from the text.
J-Ham.
No, literally.
Go, Jessica. And Jessica and Brandon were in second grade. We're in the same class when Brandon moved here to Hemingway. Jessica was the class president at Wood River. Senior year. I could go on about Jessica. Amazon, did event planning. What else? Here I'm like talking too much, but go ahead.
Okay, well, first off, this weekend is just insanely surreal for me. This is an incredible group of people, the Wades and the Kramers coming together, both families that I've been fortunate enough to get to know, two of the best families I know. So cheers to that. Thank you for making this weekend happen. This is incredible. I just told Kramer we were staring at this double rainbow. She's like, "Brandon, Jessica's making me cry." And I'm like, "Kramer, toughen up." But this, looking out over you guys, this is truly the best group of people I've been fortunate enough to know in my life. These are my high school best friends, not even high school, growing up best friends with all of my college best friends. And staring at you two, it's surreal to see this come together, truly. So I, just for you two, could not be happier for what we're doing this weekend. I know it's a celebration, but it's crazy. I'm so excited for both of you and all of you have ahead. I'm speaking tomorrow, so I'm going to try to keep this short, but that's not really my strong suit. But I will tell you one just kind of like quick Kramer story, because Brandon's getting some stories here, but Kramer needs to be represented as well. And Kramer's kind of like, "Man, yeah, I'm Kramer. Everything's good." And everyone's like, "Okay, let's tell stories about Kramer." And everyone's like, what do we tell? And I personally find Kramer to be the most entertaining human that I actually know on this entire planet. Like, hands down, when someone says, "Who's the funniest person you know?" I'm like, Katelyn Kramer. I could like creepily walk behind her all the time and just have the happiest life. But we're coming out of Brandon, so our friend group can be a little bit intense, and we toss people into it, and we're all like grew up with each other, and there's a lot to take in. And Katelyn has just taken that on with like shoulders up, just, "Okay, Brandon, what are we doing now?" And we took her on this yurt trip, and she skis out, and I wasn't even there because I was like cleaning up and hauling trash out. And our friend Ross is like, "Hey, Kate, you want to ride on the snowmobile?" And Kate's like, "Sure." And so they're holding on to this rope on a snowmobile, going like 35 miles an hour. And Katelyn kind of starts to like tweak out. You know, like she's like, "Oh, wow, we're going really fast on a snowmobile on a flat, like icy road." So her natural reaction is to snowplow. And the snowplow behind the snowmobile causes her to just like completely explode. And she like tosses up. Brandon's like, "This is sick." And then he turns around and Kramer's like full throttle, just like snowplow situation. And like hours later, I ski out and Kate's is like, "Yeah, things were crazy." And I'm like, like, I wonder what happened. Like, you guys all got out, things were kind of crazy. And then Ross starts telling me this story about Katelyn, just completely like airborne, skis 30 feet in the air. And I'm like, what? Like, what happened to her? And I was like, yeah, Kramer can hang. Like, Kramer can do it. So shouts out to my girl and my, okay, that's my cue. And my guy, but.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah, you introduced them.
Well, we'll focus on that tomorrow, but.
Okay.
Happy we're all here. It's an amazing couple, amazing group of people, and I'm honored to be here celebrating with you all, so.
Hello. I didn't know I had to slice my thumb to get a prescription for wine, so we'll work on that. Anyways, I think there's like a common saying that owners are like their dogs, and I probably embody that more than anyone. But we've all met Berkeley, I think, and just happy-go-lucky, go with the flow kind of dog. I think that fits B-Wade pretty well. The one area where Berkeley and B-Wade differ is Berkeley got so stoked to see me one time, he stood on his hind legs and peed on me, which was pretty sweet. And B-Wade has yet to wet himself when he sees me. So I'm waiting for it though, someday. Well, maybe like a really fun golf tournament will get you excited enough. But yeah, B-Wade and I were good friends like in middle school and high school. We were good friends, but we went our separate ways at college, and then just happened to, he lived in Seattle for a while and we didn't even hang out that much there. It's going somewhere positive. But he moved to Boise, and we were like, "Hey man, we grew up together, we should hang out." And we just had, we've had so much fun over the years. Mountain biking, golfing, going out, seeing new restaurants. It's almost always Claire and I introducing you and Katelyn to new restaurants, but you did get us with the new wine bar. So it's just been so awesome. It's been such a cool relationship, the way like we've just become best friends, and you really like brought Katelyn into Claire and I's life, which is just so special. Hello? Oh, still going. Which is so special. I mean, you guys are such an awesome couple, and like, it's funny because we go through waves. We hang out 4 times a week, and then we'll go like a month without seeing each other, and it like, I get sad, I get withdrawals. But anyways, it's just, yeah, I'm so happy for you guys. You guys are so perfect for each other. It's like, it's funny you guys are finally getting married, because I'm just like, you guys are, you're a unit. You're like the same. It just makes sense that you guys are together. So super stoked for you guys. But yeah, cheers to that. I'll wrap it up on that.
Okay, and I'm gonna say, Ian Murphy, you can come on up. And then we have to have some girls. So Ian Murphy and Brandon also, they were in the Kinder Cup and Hemingway Elementary School kids, and Brandon's like upset I'm talking. But anyway, what I love about Ian and even with Brandon is just because he grew up here, when he would travel, he would look up and see someone. I know he went and saw Ian one time in Alaska when it was 2 a.m. and it was light out. And Brandon's calling me and saying hey, Mom, I'm at this hotel. It's supposed to be a 2-star, and the guy has 2 people are walking around with ankle bracelets. Anyway, he saw Ian when he was in Alaska, and my nephew Nick, who couldn't be there. You guys went to Anaheim at a bar, and anyway, here's Ian.
I'm Ian. I'm here to talk about what Lynn was talking about. Davis, where are you going? Be gone. Let's start off with the serious. Katelyn, wherever you went. Oh, way over there. Probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. It's kind of frustrating. I've never seen you not smile, which is, I think, when you don't smile, that might be something really, really wrong. So I don't want to be there for that day. I'm trying to say really positive. I really love you. So take that for what you will. This kid, been through a lot. I didn't really like you when you first moved here, to be honest. Started taking all the girls and getting kisses on the cheeks, and it's embarrassing. Kid from California. Then we grew to like each other a little bit more each year, and we hung out a little bit more, and we eventually became roommates, and we lived in a 70s U of I apartment with shag on the wall. Go Vandals. But some of the nicest people I've ever met, and B-Wade, I apologize for not liking you from the beginning. But Katelyn, if B-Wade loves his fish, Winston, as much as he loves you, you're in good hands. I'll turn it off. The story of that is B-Wade gave about 3-hour eulogy to his dead betta fish about 3 a.m. And so that is a fraction of how much he loves Kate's, and you're gonna be all right. So, all right, love you guys.
All right, you guys, we're gonna close this out because we know everybody wants to get some drinks and dessert, but I will share one story about Katelyn, and she is literally my favorite person in the entire world. She was really nervous to meet me because my husband did a very bad job, or very accurate job, describing me. When he told Katelyn that he was dating me, she was like, so tell me a little bit about what she's like. And he's like, oh, she's confident. And she's like, oh, God. Like, that's keyword for BITCH, if you guys don't know that. But I will just say that from the second that I met the Kramer family, and Katelyn in particular, you have absolutely, made me, one of your own. God, and I love you so much, and I'm so excited for you. And Brandon, you are also the best, but I like Katelyn a little better. But this night's kind of been about you, so we're gonna make it about her. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and we're so excited for you guys. And cheers to the Kramers. Well, Wades, Kramer Wades.
All right, last one, I promise. But again, had to bring a story about Katelyn. A lot of B-Wade stories going on. He's awesome, but I got to throw one in for Katelyn here. So, when we were younger, we would always go skiing at Brundage, right? So, my mom, my dad, me, Katelyn, we'd get our ski stuff on. Katelyn was never that excited. She's like, oh, I hate skiing. This isn't fun. We loved it, right? So, I remember one time we're going down the ski hill. My mom, my dad go, I go, and we get to the bottom. We look up and we're like, well, where's Katelyn? Well, she hit a chairlift pole just right in the middle there, just spread eagle, and was just stuck at the top of the mountain. Anyways, so she meets B-Wade, right? So starts hanging out. B-Wade is obviously like, sick, let's shred, bro. And so I ski with Katelyn for the first time, and I get on the chairlift, and she's like, what kind of helmet are you wearing? You look like a Jerry. Man, what has changed? And now she's all about skiing and all about shredding. Woo! Anyways, I love you guys. B-Wade, you are awesome. Welcome to the family, man. Couldn't ask for anybody better. And I'm going to hit the cigar bar. So thank you to the Wades. Thank you to the Wades for having us. It's a beautiful house, and we're excited for tomorrow. Woo!
All right, everybody, if you could head over to the cake table, we will now be serving cake.
Two worlds collide with our hearts on the line. We were young and naive. We were wild, we were free. And I don't wanna leave your arms tonight. I'm falling, still falling for you. I just wanna stay here by your side. I'm falling, still falling for you. Our time has come. Every song has been sung.